Hello guys, so we have been given this flow diagram. Our x values are 1 and 2. Remember that the x values are the input values. Our y values, we need to calculate those. Remember that the y values are the output values, and after we calculate the y values, we will then the question says, or rather the instruction says, represent the above values in the table below. So after we calculate the y values, we are going to represent them in the table below. So let's do that. Let's calculate the y values. To calculate the y values, we are going to use this formula. We are going to use this formula. So obviously we would say that y, we will put it like this. We will say that, let me just work my calculations here. So we are going to use this formula, which is we're going to put it like this: y equals to 2x plus 2. Y equals to 2x plus 2y, because we're trying to calculate the y values. So y equals to 2. So our first x value, our first input value, our first x value is 1. It means that where there is x, we are going to substitute with 1. So where there is x, we are going to substitute with 1 and then plus 2. So 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, the answer is 4. So it means that if the input value is 1, the output value will be 4. So we are going to do the same thing with 2. So, sorry for the noise, there's a lot of noise coming from the background, sorry about that. So, the formula, this is the formula we are going to use. So, we're going to write it as y equals to 2x plus 2. So, our input value is 2, our x value is 2. It means that where there is x, we're going to substitute with 2. So it will be 2 multiplied by 2 plus 2. 2 multiplied by 2, that is 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2, that is 6. So it means that if our x value is 2, our y value will be 6. If our input value is 2, our output value is 6. So remember that the x values are our input values, the y values are our output values. So back to the question. The question says, represent the above values in the table below. So we are going to draw a table. We are going to draw a table. So my table, so this is the table. My table will have the x values and the y values. So I know that my x value is 1, so I'm going to write 1. My x value is 1, right? So I'm going to write 1 here. My other x value is 2, so I am going to write 2 here. So this is my table. The question said, represent the above values in the table below. So we calculated the y values. After calculating the y values, we're going to represent all the values, both the x and the y values in the table below. So this is my table with the x and the y. So where there is the x, I'm going to write the x values. From my flow diagram, remember that the information I'm going to put inside my table comes from the flow diagram. The question, represent the above values in the table below, simply means convert the flow diagram into a table. Whatever information is in the flow diagram, that is the information we're going to write in our table. So if we look at the flow diagram, our x values are 1 and 2. In the table, our x values must also be 1 and 2. If we go back to the flow diagram, we can see that our y values are 4 and 6, right? We can see that our y values are 4 and 6. So in the table, our y values must also be 4 and 6. So we have converted the flow diagram into the table. So in the question, they had given us the flow diagram and they wanted us to represent the above values in the table below, meaning that we'll first have to calculate the y values. Afterwards, then represent the information in the table below. In the flow diagram, our x values are 1 and 2. In the table, our x values are 1 and 2. In the flow diagram, our y values are 4 and 6. In the table, our y values are 4 and 6. So the flow diagram and the table should have the same information, just different shapes.